you're not in control of what happens. Can you make this moment special? And today is the only day. Things always happen for a reason. In the end, you get what you put in. That's the way the universe works. What you put into it is what you get. If you want a good outcome, then your input has to be good. It just does. It's like trying to make a recipe with worn out, with old ingredients that don't work, that are rotten. You put it into the food, what's going to happen? The food is going to be completely unpalatable. Completely unpalatable. You have to put in the best into your day. Now, you're not in control of what happens in your life, for your health, for the world, for your children, for your grandchildren. But you know one thing, that today, this moment, can you make this moment special? Just by giving it your best. Giving it your best. Saying that whatever happens, I accept all that's happening in my life right now. I accept it. I acknowledge it. Whatever I have done, whatever I'm doing right now, I acknowledge it. I don't hate what I'm doing, regret what I'm doing, feel guilty about what I'm doing, blaming someone else for what I'm doing, hurting someone else for what I'm doing. I take full responsibility for my life. This is my life. It's happening right now. And today is the only day. Stop thinking that this is too much, that it's going to be terrible, that it's going to hurt me. Because just those thoughts will derail you from the present moment. You cannot give your best to the moment when you're afraid, when you're fearful. You simply cannot. And there are people that are terribly afraid at this moment, afraid for survival, afraid they won't make it. But I tell you, when you are in that survival mode, everything kicks in. And what's the worst that happens? That you die. We're all going to die. But hopefully we're all going to die once and not repeatedly. Right? We die repeatedly in our heads because of the different scenarios that we're thinking of. The things that are going to happen. You get one diagnosis of cancer and you're already dead. You're already dead. You're crying as if it's all over. And I've known people that did die in 3 months, and I've known people that lived for 20 years. So which one are you going to be? Which one are you going to be? Because if you think of a good outcome, then the outcome is always good. It sometimes is better than you expected. Things always happen for a reason. We're quick to assign blame. We're very quick to assign blame. Why did this happen? Why did that happen? His fault, her fault. They don't care. Everybody cares. Nobody cares. Right? Very quick to assign blame. But the point is, things happen. Things continue to happen. Right? You think civilizations have not crumbled. They have crumbled and risen and crumbled and risen again and again and again. This has happened before. If I took you, I found something that I read or I saw on TikTok rather. I know I keep talking about TikTok, but I like it. So there was this guy who talked about 1969, and I'm happy to forward it because it lifted me a lot. He said that in 1969, Martin Luther King was shot. Malcolm X was shot. The Vietnam War was going on. People were in internment camps. It was just terrible. People were acting crazy. And everybody thought that the world was going to go belly up. America was going to go belly up. But then he stopped at a village and driving through with his dad. And as he was driving through, this was Midwest, somewhere cowboy country, where cowboy stops and asks if he can help because a car is stopped in the middle of the road and he can't do anything about it. There's nothing for miles. There's no cell phones, no nothing. And this father tries to explain that he doesn't have money, but this cowboy is like, okay, I'm going to take you there. I didn't ask you for money, and he takes him. But it's a Sunday and everything's closed, and this cowboy has to ask a friend of his to open an auto shop. And the part is not available, and they have to get it from somewhere, and someone has to pay for it. And all of this happens, and his father's trying to say, but I don't have money to pay for it. The funny thing is, nobody asks him for any payment. They just do it to help him. And as he's leaving, the guy says, but you can't go like this. The guy, the auto shop owner, and his father has a sinking feeling. He says, oh my God, now he's gonna make me responsible for this, and I don't have the money, and what's gonna happen? He says, tonight's Sunday, you can't go without joining us for dinner. People are wonderful. People are wonderful. What is bad is politics and religion and money. People are wonderful. Have faith in people. People are wonderful. And good will always prevail if we all think good, that we want only good to come up. It will vanquish what else is there. But if we give air to the fact that there's evil and there's nastiness and there's divisiveness and there's hatred and there's all of this happening around us, that will rise. That will rise. What do you want? What do you want for yourself? What do you want for your children? What do you want for today? Because if you are thinking that this is it, we're finished, then you are. You never even got started. You never even got started. Because so much more has to come. There's so much more that you have to see and that you have to handle. And the outcome is always good. You have terrible sleepless nights with the baby. Your eyes are drooping and you can't do a thing, but one little smile from that little baby and everything's good. Why? Because what we all really crave is not the money. The money will come somehow. It's not the power. It might be for some, but it's not for us. It's not the power, it's not the success, it's not the fame. That doesn't take you anywhere. It's gone. You're there, here, and you're gone in a minute. You think that that's going to get you somewhere, but it is not. It is not. It is just Maya, delusion. It doesn't even exist. It's just another word. The only thing that exists is how are you today? How do you feel today? How do you feel today? Because that decides everything. As long as you say, I don't like it, I'm unhappy and I'm miserable, and 1,000 times a day you're going to see images. You're going to see images. They are purposely being sent to you to let you know that it's not okay. Life is not good. Everything is bad. There are people to blame. There are people to end, send somewhere. I don't know. Always there are these messages, but I tell you, people are good. People are essentially good. Everybody longs to have a normal life, send their kids to school, eat well, go on a little vacation sometime, laugh and enjoy. This is what we all want. We want a simple life. Most people do. But they get caught up with the feelings, the emotions, the situations, all of these things which are so out there in this world. And sometimes when I say retreat to the source, it might seem as if I've got blinkers on and I don't care about what's happening. But I always say, how am I responsible for everyone else's misery? I am only responsible for my own happiness or misery. I'm going to stay happy. I'm going to get out of whatever funk I'm in. I'm going to get my day to work. I'm going to be regulated. And if I have to do something else, I'll do it. If I have to be somewhere else, I'll do it. Whatever I have to face with faith that everything happens for a reason. Everything. There is a reason why things build up and break down. And for something new to come, there has to be a breakdown. You can't build with old bricks. So never feel despondent that it's too much. Nothing is coming your way that you cannot handle. We can handle it all. It's all good. We can handle everything, whatever is coming our way. But we need at every point of time to return to this source, because it is source that is the source of all compassion. People that don't show compassion or are incapable of showing compassion for the rest of the world are unconscious and unconnected to source. People that don't show compassion are unconnected, ignorant, unaware of what truly matters. Very few in this world will connect to source. Very few will find like a lotus from murky waters will bloom. And it's possible to do that too. Never feel that this is it. It has always been bad and it has always been good. It depends on which side of history. It depends on where you live. It depends on what kind of family upbringing you have. And it depends on who your teachers are, your guru is. Did anyone teach you how to be happy? How to float above it all? And if someone did, you are blessed. It's possible to just float above it all and say, it's all okay. It's all okay. Nothing so bad. Put it into your back pocket and just go to sleep. Tomorrow you'll wake up, the sun will shine. The day the sun refuses to shine, worry. That's the day when it's all over. Till then, there is fight, there is resistance, there is movement. You can change and you have the courage to do the things that have to be done. We're each born into different destinies. And we each work within the framework that we have. I speak, someone else acts, someone is a social worker, someone is a doctor, someone is something else. We each contribute in different ways. Nothing is too big, nothing is too small. If this is not working for you, stop whatever you're doing. Let it go. Change direction, but take ownership for what's happening now. As soon as you take ownership, it'll stop being so difficult. The burden will lift when you acknowledge. The burden will lift. And you will be able to see things as they are. The outcome is totally based on your inner visual. How do you visualize this world that you live in? How do you feel? What do you do when that nasty emotion rises? When those thoughts come of revenge and of disgust, of hatred, of anger? Do you pay attention or do you just waft them away, walk down a different road? It's okay. It's all okay. Everybody's entitled to their own thoughts. I'm not responsible for yours. You're not responsible for mine. But if you come into my bubble of awareness, perhaps, maybe, you'll get some peace.